Hello and welcome to CEL 561, Social Media for Blended and Online Learning. I am Susie Bussman, one of your instructors for this course. So let me scroll down here to your instructor contact information. And joining me as a co-teacher is Julia Para. We kind of represent two ends of the social media spectrum, with Julia being way out in front as a social media explorer, intrepid, may I say, social media explorer, and myself, I am into social media, but in a pretty limited way. But I am learning and I am looking forward, as I know both of us are looking forward to working with all of you. You can see that our full complement of contact information is here for both Julia and myself in terms of some of our social media tools that we'll be using in our toolkit. Skype, for example. Then there's the good old phone, Twitter, and then Julia has also added her other list of interwebs where you can find her. I might be doing the same myself once I get organized. So with that, let's get started in just doing a quick guided navigation or tour of our course. This is where we will start, and here are the 5 steps to getting started now. If you are new to Canvas, here are some links to some resources specifically geared to students. And maybe you have already done this, read the syllabus, which has the schedule built into it. Right now, I am creating our course welcome video, navigation video, with a transcript soon to follow. And please make sure that you pay attention to the program and course learning objectives so you know where we are headed as a group. And then finally, use the course tools in the menu on the left to navigate the course. And the first button, or the first second option on the navigation bar, is announcements, and I've gone ahead and posted an announcement welcoming you to 561. You'll have to excuse my mouse here on this laptop. It doesn't work like I'd really like it to work, but in the immortal words of Maurice Sendak, or Max in Maurice Sendak's book, Where the Wild Things Are, let the wild rumpus begin. Per the directions on the Getting Started list, the course syllabus will be listed here, and we have a few things set up already for on the course schedule. The first thing to note is our course orientation, and we have yet to have the orientation. It will be Tuesday, August 28th from 7 to 8 p.m. And in the meantime, you are encouraged to get into the modules. So I'm going to click here on modules because the course is organized around the modules. And here's our getting started overview. Of course, we have the famous introductions discussion. And let's see, well, since we haven't had anybody log in yet, we don't have any introductions going there. And please attend or watch the recording of the course orientation if you can't join us in real time. The link will be posted to the announcements area. And you have some tasks to do in terms of setting up your social media toolkit so that you can get up and running. And I'm going to click there, because in the social media toolkit, we are going to be using Skype, and you do need to add us to your Skype contact list. You will need a Gmail account, and you are to send a Gmail message. And both Julie and I have our Gmails on the contact information. Now, a lot of action will be happening in our Facebook closed membership group, and some of you have already arrived there. You will need to ask to be accepted into the group since it's a closed group. But it's a very quick turnaround. Julia will approve your request. Then Twitter. And so join Twitter if you don't already have a Twitter account and update and create an update or a tweet with hashtag NMSUOTL. And I know some people have been doing that. I've gone and done a search and posted there myself. And of course, join DIGO and accept the CEL 5 social media invite. And as soon as you are, the course is populated with students, I will be creating those invites. And this is a prep for you in advance of our next unit activities, which has some, which focuses on social bookmarking, which DIGO is about. And then I must mention that you read the online identity, and it talks about before you start creating usernames. Well, I suspect I'm one of those people that should have read this before I created usernames in various accounts I already have. Just to go back to announcements, please check the announcements regularly or set up your notifications in your profile to have these alerts come to your various devices and through the channels that work for you, because there will be weekly or maybe even more than weekly announcements, and it's a great way for us to keep everybody informed and on the same page. So we've looked at briefly at the syllabus, which will be added here. The modules, you'll notice that the modules in some instances look a little empty. And it's not that this course doesn't exist, but we really want to hear from you because you're going to help co-create the course. This has been taught before in spring of 2012, and it did have a very set structure, but we decided that for this go round, we'd listen to our students and see about making it more user or student needs oriented. Collaborations for group work, I can't get in there right now because I am in the student view. But when you are logged in as a student, you will be able to get into collaborations, and this is where you need your Google account. And that will allow you to interact through Google Docs with your peers and then the tools inside your Google account so that you could actually create a little Google group and or Google Circle and do group work through those venues. But collaborations is a great resource because it connects up directly with Google Docs from within Canvas. We don't have any people yet because we're not populated except myself and Julia. This is where you will go and check your grades as they are posted. There is also a chat tool available to you. And so as you can see, it is loading right now in QuickTime. And we're connecting. And as such, we can start broadcasting. I'm logged in as test student, but there's a chat feature. It shows you who's in the chat. And you can do some pretty nifty things in this chat, connecting directly to YouTube, sharing a whiteboard and such. So you may find this to be a useful tool. And then of course discussions. And some of the discussions are set up, and as I mentioned, introductions are here, which is where we'll start building our community and connecting through our introductions here. There's a course help. Please post all your requests for course help here, such that if you have this question, there's probably at least one other student that has the question, and if we do it through an open area, then everybody gets to not only see the questions, but we also encourage you to respond and help each other. So there's not a ton of discussions as things stand right now, but they are very useful. So there we have our course tour, short and sweet. And at 10 minutes, I'm going to sign off. Adios.